Are you a tigre or are you well dressed? What you need to know about Dominican Republic is out here, how you dress says a lot about you. And it's part of the Dominican culture. So let me break it down to you. Dominican culture goes heavily off how someone dresses, how you present yourself. How you present yourself is how you're going to be treated. If you dress like you some gangster, something like that, you like to have your pants half down, you wearing your Jordans and stuff, you got chains on and everything, you got sunglasses on like me, people are going to look at you like you're digging, like you are, how you say that, like you kind of hood or something like that. And they're going to prejudge you off of that. They might think you don't have any education. They might think that you are a brute. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. They think that you don't have like a plan for your future. That kind of stuff, you know, it all goes with it. But that's if you dress that certain way. Now, if you dress with a tie, button-down shirt, you got, your shirt tucked in, you got your khaki pants on and stuff like that, and you got some nice shoes on, then they're gonna judge you based off of that. The respect that you get out here goes hand in hand with how you dress. So I just wanted to make a video talking about that, because I see a lot of people, they come out here and they say, oh, you want to make sure you dress in a way that's not flashy and stuff like that. It's really not about that, right? If you dress like you're not from out here, you dress like a tourist, and you're gonna stand out regardless of what you wear. But if you dress respectably, then people are gonna treat you that way. You know what I mean? And that's how it kind of goes out here, which is different from the United States, because the United States is a culture where you can kind of dress freely, however you want. Now, I know people talking about my sunglasses, but look at this sun out here. I'm gonna wear my sunglasses. I don't care what nobody say. They look big, whatever. I just picked me up some cheap sunglasses for 150 pesos, so I'm gonna wear these mugs. I don't care, because it's shielding my eyes from the sun. But you got to keep that in mind. So again, in the U.S. it's different, because we come from a culture in the United States as Americans where you can dress however you want to dress. I mean, you can go to Walmart and you can wear your pajamas if you want to. No one cares. You can walk around in flip-flops and go to the mall if you want to. No one cares. No one's going to judge you, because that's just how it is. They're not going to treat you any different. They're still going to give you some respect. And it doesn't matter really how you present yourself, as long as you're not bummy like you look like, you know what I'm saying, you homeless or something. But coming in pajamas and a sweatsuit and your hair is all messed up and you got your hood on and you're coming to the mall to get you something to eat, people are still going to be respectful to you. And they're still going to treat you with respect. But in the Dominican Republic, you're not going to find that. You're not going to find people going to the mall and they're wearing pajamas and they're wearing slippers, or their hair is all messed up and they got the hoodie on their head covering up their head and they're wearing sweatpants and stuff like that. You're not going to see that. If they go out to the mall, they're going to be well dressed, they're going to be well groomed, they're going to present themselves in a respectable manner. So you got to keep that in mind when you come down here to Dominican Republic, because that is going to be a major, how do you say that, culture shock. It's a culture shock. Now, a lot of people, when they come to Dominican Republic, they say, well, everyone's poor or something like that. That is far from the truth. You know what? We got to get away from that, and people got to stop thinking that way. You can easily spot someone who is struggling and someone who is doing well for themselves. And it just depends on you as a person, the type of people that you have in your circle. And that's going to be the type of experience that you have. It's the same in the United States. If you go out and you start talking to the guy in the United States who's a panhandler, who's begging for change, and then you're talking to him like he's going to be some type of value to you, or he's going to be a good friend to you, and you walk by him and he says, yeah, man, I'm from here, let me show you something. Are you going to go with that person? Do you really think that's going to be a valuable relationship that you'll be able to build with that person? No. It's the same thing here, right? So you got to be able to pick the people that are going to closely more align with your vision and with your personality and what you want for yourself and for your goals. You got to associate with them kind of people, right? If you want to get into a circle where people are actually making money, then you need to get into a circle of the people that are driving the BMWs, their Ferraris, their Porsches, stuff like that. People who are selling houses, people who are investing in land, people who own businesses. These are people that you're going to have to speak to, and you're going to have to surround yourself in that type of circle with them kind of people, and that's the kind of experience that you'll get for yourself. But you also have to be like-minded as well, because obviously those people have a vision and they have goals, and they know what kind of people they need to surround themselves with as well. So if you can't be that person that they can surround themselves with, then it doesn't matter what you look for. So really, it comes down to making yourself approachable and making yourself fit that mold that you want to be before you go out looking for it. Now, if you come out here and you from the streets, right? You from New York, you from the Bronx, you come from the projects, you come from nothing, and you come with that same style, that same type of mindset, what I'm saying? You still want to go out and do this and do that. You want to smoke the weed and, what I'm saying, and hang out till 3 o'clock in the morning in the streets, looking for the party, looking for the girls. Then yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You could do that. But also keep in mind the type of people that you're going to run across. Like when you go, for example, to one of these small towns up here, and then the only thing you're trying to do is look for chicas. Think about it. What kind of people are you surrounding yourself by when you're doing that? That's the kind of people and the kind of experiences that you're going to get. Now, if you come down here and you're business-minded and you say, okay, now what I want to do is I want to start a business. So you start surrounding yourself around people who are business oriented or business minded. That's the kind of experience that you're gonna have. So I just wanted to break that down. I mean, Dominican culture, talking to people, everyone's friendly, right? But people are gonna respect you based on how you respect yourself, dress wise. So if we look at me, I mean, I'm not dressed like fancy or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm dressing like me. So, based on how I'm dressed, people are going to treat me a certain way. You know what I'm saying? People are going to look at me like, oh, and they already told me, they say, tu pinta tigre, tu pinta tigre. That means like you look like you a gangster or a thug or something, like you dress like that. So people are going to treat you and they're going to talk to you like that. That's the kind of respect you're going to get. Which, to me, is not a bad thing because no one's really treated me wrong, but I only dress this way when I'm relaxed and I'm going out, and you know what I'm saying? Until I started speaking to people, and then they're like, okay, this guy, he dresses this way, but he's also foreign. He's also American. So now I understand, you know what I'm saying? But right off the bat, just looking at you, people are already going to have their stereotypes based on how you carry yourself and how you dress. Now, when I'm trying to do something formal, I want to go out to the mall or something like that, then yeah, I'm going to dress more the part. And you have to look at that. I'm going to be more well-groomed, right? Like right now, I'm just here on the Malecon, like I didn't shave or nothing like that. I'm not meeting up with nobody. I'm just doing my own thing. So I'm really not worrying about it. But if I'm really going out to a public function or to a mall or something like that, then I change how I dress. I groom myself like this, right? Dominicans are actually more, how you say that? They're more tight on that. It doesn't matter if they're going across the street to the Colmado, they're going to come out clean. So it's just a difference in culture, and I wanted to talk about that as far as dressing, as far as trying to find the right crowd, and then just as far as how people look at you, as far as how you dress and how you present yourself. How you present yourself is how people are going to respect you out here. So keep that in mind.